It's the safest mode of transportation out there, so when we're in an accident, the injuries are rare. I mean, very rare.
That doesn't mean there aren't rules. He says school buses don't have seat belts because the seat backs are designed to be protective in case of an accident. That's why it's important to stay seated in your seat without leaning into the aisles or sitting up to look around the bus.
Typically, the floor base of the floor sits up high enough that when most motoring vehicles were to strike it from the side, like in a T-bone accident, they're hitting under that floor.
And he says safety starts before even getting on the bus. He says many kids are unsupervised at bus stops, so they need to know the do's and don'ts.
Being vigilant, being safe, staying out of the street, staying back from the curbside.
He says not to approach the bus until it's completely stopped.
We don't want a kid slipping and falling and going under a wheel or coming out of sight where we can't see them.
He adds it's always important every driver is on the lookout for yellow buses.
We all have somebody we know that's on a bus, whether it's nieces, nephews, your own kids, or grandkids.
Myers says to remember, a flashing amber light means you can pass the bus cautiously, but when the red lights turn on and the stop sign comes out, all cars have to stop and stay at least 20 feet away, because you never know where kids could be coming from.
We all know how kids are unpredictable.
Failure to do so is a $300 fine. He says Student Transit turns about 200 license plates into local law enforcement each year.
Obviously, our safety is first. Safety of the kid, then we're trying to track who's going through.
Myers says these tips are important not just as school starts back up again, but to the entire school year. Reporting in Eau Claire, I'm Julia Lopez.